Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and today we have some very exciting Minecraft next-gen news because we got our very first peek at the render distances for Minecraft Xbox One and Minecraft PS4. So let's show you them right now, because we have screenshots. We also have the world size they're currently testing, so yeah, very, very good news for Minecraft next-gen. But yeah, let's get right into this. Here is a screenshot of an Xbox 360 world that 4J tweets down. So as you can see, it's just about standard. If you played Minecraft Xbox 360, you'll understand this is a 360 world. And if you look into the world, you can see it goes into a snow biome a little bit, it goes into a river. You may be wondering why this is relevant to next gen, but this next screenshot will explain why, because this is the Xbox One version. So as you can see, if you look carefully at that last screenshot, the render distance is a lot bigger. So everything that was in the previous screenshot, where even when it started going into blur, is now entirely clear. You can see it all perfectly. And then after that, so about an extra 40, 50, 60, 70% out, not quite double, but you know, somewhere in that ballpark, you can see that you can see a lot more stuff. You can see a big islandy deal, like it's probably just a big hill, but you can see a big hill on the far right there, just above the arm, and you can see the world goes on for a lot longer. So even though the render distance was really good on the current gen console, as you can see, it's been increased quite a bit. Let's show you the same deal, but on the PS3 and PS4. So here's a PS3 screenshot. You can see it ends at the village on the left there, and also at the village on the right in the temple there. Sorry, in the village there. And the desert, sorry, that's the one. Basically, yeah, you can see it ends at both villages. There's also a little bit of a sand pyramid to the right there, but you can see, you know, where this goes. It's a pretty small render distance just here, but then the PS4 image, you can see all the way to the village perfectly. You can see a forest on the right of the village that just appears out of nowhere because of the better render distance, and you can also see some hills, or a jungle even, just behind the NPC village, just because of the extra render distance. So it looks like the PS4 and the Xbox One are going to have roughly the same render distance based on these two screenshots. I would even go as far as to say the Xbox One looks like it has more, but that's probably just a screenshot thing. So it looks like PS4 won't be having a better render distance. We'll see what they'll do to leverage the more power there. But for now, it just looks like we've got two really good render distances. So let's just quickly show you all four at once, just in case you didn't see them just there. So here are all four at once. On the top is Xbox 60 and PS3, and underneath is Xbox One and PS4. So hopefully this really drives home the point that you get that really nice extra distance that can, you know, really help make bigger builds, more impressive, epic scale things. And with the big map size, it's going to come in very handy. So just to quickly talk about why you might want a bigger render distance and whether it's important or not. On the current gen consoles, you probably haven't ever thought, I need more render distance, but if you have the extra 40-50%, I imagine it adds a whole bunch to be able to just never need to see the extent of it. Like, it's really nice to have enough of something that you just don't really care about anymore, and that's what this render distance seemed to be. It's pretty much as far as you're ever going to want to see, which is good. That's good. So let's move on to the second bit of news, which is very good in its own right, and that is coming from the world size. So this piece of news in regards to the Xbox One, but it's probably the same on the PS4 because they're very, very close related. So this comes from Echo Soldier, a YouTube friend of mine, and he says, 4J, please scroll left onto the map, because if you saw on the screenshot, they had a map to the left, so that we can see the size. And in response, they say, we're currently trying out a world size increase of 36 times the area of the Xbox 60/PS3 world. So that's massively that's a lot bigger, right? Which is good. It's really, really good news that they're working on something big. They're not just going for double the size or 4 times the size. They're going for 36 times the size. So what does 36 times the size actually mean? Because you might be thinking, whoa, I can go for millions of blocks in each direction, because that's how it works, right? But 36 times the current size world, it's still pretty impressive, but it's not amazingly so. So you'll probably be able to, you know, that will probably be a regular sized nether. And if just to quickly do the calculation, the current world is 864 times 864 blocks. So 36 times that is, if you're going by square, so 6 times that in each direction is roughly 5,000 blocks. So the world they're trying now is 5,000 by 5,000 blocks. So that's actually a really, really good piece of news, because 5,000 by 5,000, just as, you know, their first test. So I'd imagine they're going to try and up the test, get it a little bit more, get close to 10,000 maybe. But 5,000 by 5,000 is a massive world. It means, as I said, the nether's going to work at full scale, so you can go from one side of the world to the other really quickly, but still have the epic scale in between, so you can do really cool things. You could literally have 4 if you have your own, like Xbox 360 sized worlds, like, you know, 864 by 864, while being in completely separate corners and never being able to see each other, or even coming close, no matter how much you expand, as long as you're being reasonable about it, of course. So yeah, really, really cool potentials for things you can do with this world size. And yeah, just to recap the things we know now, the render distance on the PS4 and the Xbox One is really impressive. We're going to be able to see lots of new things. As far as your builds go, it's not that relevant, but it means you can see some really cool things, which is what I think a lot of people care about. We also know that the world size is going to be roughly 5,000 by 5,000, and it's being increased soon. So I hope you enjoyed this Minecraft news video. If you did, you can like it and let me know. Very much appreciate that. And you can also share it and let other people know. So I'm going to go to an outro now where you can learn about other videos maybe. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, you can click on the left side of the screen. You'll be taken to my hidden anvils video. Basically, there are 2 blocks that you can only get in creative if you do a really weird thing. And I found it out myself, so I think I was pretty proud. And basically, yeah, you can get 2 new anvils in creative. If you've ever wanted to do a map with that, that's useful for you. If you're not a map builder that would take benefit from that, then you can also click on the other side of the screen, i.e. the right side, and you'll be taken to my latest Let's Play episode, episode 14. We're coming very, very close to the end of that, so good news there. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. Click on those 2, go to my channel if you're not on a PC, and some music is in order, I think.